Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. The infuriating patchwork of crypto regulations is good for crypto. And we have monstrous news, right, which is going to come out, which is going to dictate how we move forward in December and how we move forward potentially even January, February, March. Regulations. You know, by the time this video comes out, we will only be maybe 12 or 10 hours away from knowing which way. Is it going to swing pro-crypto or against crypto? Now, today so far, at the time of making this, you know, we are sitting a little bit positive, you know, like minor, like 3%, 3% up across the board, some of them 10%. But we're waiting to see what's going to happen to inflation, what's going to happen to the interest rates, just in general, what is the general vibe? Are we going to have interest rates rise happen in June, or are they going to be brought forward to March? That will be very, very, very crucial. So eyes wide open on what is going on over the next 24 hours, because it could swing either way. And we obviously have to, you know, be realistic in that approach and understand what is going on and what is happening. And so regulations are good for crypto. Long term, it's very, very good. Like, we don't have enough rules at the moment. That's why some businesses are able to get away with what they get away with. So we know that it's good for crypto. And we know that we need more, right? Having 15,626 coins out there in the market is ridiculous right now. With, I would say, probably 93% of them will not be around in 2-3 years from now. That's how big it's going to be. So for those of you that are holding meme coins and high-fiving each other and doing all this stuff, be careful, because once the regulations hit, it will strike down and you'll watch these things disappear into the distance. So be mindful of that. Now, the big one is, if Ripple wins, only XRP will be safe. Only XRP will be safe, not even Bitcoin. So John Deaton stands corrected amid the recent and bizarre turn of events. A recent turn of events saw the Securities and Exchange Commissioner denying he'd ever made an official statement on the nature of Ether or Bitcoin. They've gone back and said, no, we never said that. No. We don't know what you're talking about. We never said that. And so Ripple and its co-defendants have gathered several statements from the SEC officials in text, audio, and video that would suggest otherwise. But the agency insists those were only personal opinions. And what does that mean? It means that nobody is safe. Nobody. It means a Ripple win. It means that it will be the only crypto with legal clarity. Nobody is safe. That's how huge this case is. That's how huge. It's a monstrous case. Can you imagine? The only one with legal clarity. Not even Bitcoin safe. Goosebumps. Now let's have a look here. This was on the 12/14, Bank of International Settlements, Benoit Courier, cross-border settlements with wholesale CBDC. XRP eliminates this corresponding banking system. But let's have a listen to what he had to say.
Hi, Benoit.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that it's really good that that John is asking for numbers and also for more details about, you know, where does the money run from and where does it run to, because what we're doing here is providing a concrete use case for wholesale CBDC. Too often the discussion has been very abstract about CBDC, and here we really illustrate a very, very concrete use case, which is about a cross-border securities transfer that happens thousands of times every day. If, of course, you can do it without a CBDC, you can do it today, but if you would do it without a CBDC, you would need to rely on, presumably on correspondent banks on both sides to transfer the money, the cash, and access the RTGS systems on both sides, and also to rely on some bridge between two custodians, two CSDs. And that's a long chain of intermediaries, which presumably adds to the cost and to the length of the process. So here we are taking a real life use case and showing how it can be made much streamlined, shorter and faster using wholesale CBDC.
So here we go. Wholesale CBDCs is where it's going to be at, and XRP will play a huge role in this. Now, we spoke yesterday that XRP millionaires increased holdings. Despite the price challenges, and large XRP addresses have accumulated 13 million coins in the last 3 months. 13 million coins. Now, we will discuss about the price. We'll talk about both scenarios. If it's pro crypto, the news that come out, and if it's that, what does that mean? And if it's negative crypto, we're going to talk about what are the repercussions that we could be facing short term as well. Now, SEC versus Ripple, Bitcoin and Ethereum never declared non-securities is massive. It's absolutely huge. There is nobody safe. Nobody. That's how big this is. Now, from a price action point of view, when we will go down and start to break down the charts, so you'll be able to get a better understanding about where we're heading to, especially if we start to swing back in a very big way, which is the side that I'm on. And again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's my personal opinion. My opinion is that tomorrow's news will be positive, and we will restart the bull run. It will be the beginning of the new phase of the bull run, which means that the prices that you see today are support, and moving forward, when the bear market does come back, these are the prices that we're going to go back to, approximately. So we'll have a bull market, and then we'll retrace back to these prices, maybe slightly higher during the bear market, which will be a bear market which will go for quite a while. So that there, but I'll give you more on that as we move forward. So in regards to real-time cross-border fund settlement and all the things that are happening, it is exciting what is going on, and also France and Swiss CBDC trial and all these things that are going to be occurring throughout 2022. I honestly cannot wait for 2022. I think it's going to be an incredible year for Ripple. But let's jump into it now. Let's have a look at some indicators. Now, as we begin to look at the indicators, at the moment we kick off with the daily. We are 3% up, 80 cents, 0.88. Bitcoin sitting at 48,000. We got some others which are moving a little bit faster. You got Solana on 8%. You got Avalanche at 16% up. You got Dogecoin at 13% because of the Elon tweet. So activity is moving in the market, but you got to be careful with this. You got to be careful because, like I said, there is news coming out. Now, as news continues to roll out throughout the event, and like I said, tomorrow will be the big one. Tomorrow will be the really, really big one. But right now, the MACD is almost back into the bullish from a daily perspective. On the hourly, you can see that we have moved up. So, of course, the hourly is going to look bullish. 4-hour has just turned bullish. And then when we look at the 12-hour, you can see that it is bullish. The RSI is sitting still towards the bottom. But early days. Is it possible that we're out and we're going to be out and we're going to start to move forward? Yes, of course. But we always have to take the precaution side as well, that should the news be against crypto tomorrow, then we could be facing more blood. And I have to mention that, of course, because I got to protect you guys, and we can't live just in a fantasy world where we hope everything always goes green. We do have to recognize that the news that comes out tomorrow will have a decent impact, pro or negative, positive or negative. It will have an impact. So let's jump and have a look at some drawings. So we've spoken about this scenario, and this is a scenario that we have to take into account. It is very important to look into this and to understand that we could be swinging close to 55 and then coming back and then going off. We did touch on this yesterday. Should the news be positive, it will be a heavy pump. It will be heavy. You'll feel it, right? You'll notice the whole market will shift, and it will shift very quickly. And we do have to go above $1.10 and consolidate above $1.10 to continue to move forward. So how will it look? It will look something along these lines initially as the positive news comes out. Now, should the news be negative, then of course we will be going down and touching probably 50, 55. I personally don't believe that will be the case, and we'll be finally kicking off and starting this party. This is the kind of formation that we're making at the moment. Once we break out of this, which it's going to take a little bit longer, but once we break out, then we will be starting to really move into new all-time high territory and then move towards double digits. But for now, what do I think is a scenario for tomorrow? I think we're going to start to finally see ourselves move towards $1 and then start to go up. Should the reverse happen, we will be going down towards 50 cents. So be prepared for both options right now. That is probably the biggest thing that I can mention to you right now. Be prepared. We're either going to 50 cents at the moment, or we're going to go towards breaking, breaking through, going to $1.10, consolidating above, and continue to march forward. So very important. We'll keep our eyes open on tomorrow, and I'll be back. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.